Hello everyone, Yugioh here, and today I have a bit of an update to the purrely list. I think this is probably the best way to play pure purrely moving into the new format and probably into Phantom Nightmare as well. I think I've seen a lot of lists doing things that I don't necessarily agree with, and I just kind of want to have a list out there, open a criticism that I think is the correct way to play purrely moving forward. Tackled a lot of issues the deck handles, and I think that if you try this list, you will start to see more success with it. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get right into it. Starting with the main deck, the purrely cards are pretty standard. 3 Lily, 3 Purrely, 3 Happy, 3 Pretty, 2 Sleepy, Delicious. Please give me these back. I'm normal and can be trusted. If you start to think about it, like the quick play ratios, you kind of have to think about it as if they banned one of them, because you're just going to see them less often. 3 My Friend, and 3 Field Spell, and then a slight deviation. I'm on 2 Trap in the main. It's really nice to open going first. The deck, I've noticed the deck has a bit of trouble through hand traps. Like there are hands that will just lose to one hand trap, and hard opening the trap can definitely help you push through and have some decent interruption. It's also pretty good at recycling, which is really nice. 3 Prosperity. This card's insane. It fixes hands, or it just kind of like raises your ceiling. If you don't need to fix your hand, it just digs for non-engine, which is really nice. It also digs for side deck plus siding, which is amazing. Hand traps, 3 Ash, 3 Veiler, 3 Droll, and 3 Imperm. Not playing Nibiru at all. I don't think it's that good. The main decks that used to be good against Unchained and Kashtira either aren't in the meta or aren't playing into Nibiru, and if they are, then the end boards lose harder to this deck, the ones that do play into Nibiru. And then finally I'm playing 3 Crossout. So through testing this deck, this was originally Fenrir, and I noticed a lot of hands were just losing to one hand trap, and I kind of realized that my engine, the Purrely engine, is better than Fenrir, so I'd rather be able to push through the hand traps and actually make Purrely plays. So that's kind of why I'm playing Crossout. That's also why I'm playing Droll over a bit more of a general hand trap that's applying to everything. Crossing out Droll feels really nice, especially going second. Extra deck is also pretty standard. 2 Happy, 2 Beauty, 1 Plump, 1 Noir, and 2 more Noir. Pretty standard. You don't need more of either of these. This one only comes up like turn 1, doesn't usually come up after that. This one, there's only 1 Delicious, and you can shuffle it back with the traps. These 2 you definitely need 2 of. Cash is a lot more popular. And just, you always want to make sure you have one of these available at all times. It's just probably the best card in the extra deck. Zeus package, I'm on Lyrilisk instead of Slacker. There's a lot more destruction than there is targeting now, and I feel like this is just better. Downerd, and then 2 Zeus, once again because Cash is kind of back, and the second one comes up quite a bit. Typhon, this card's cool. It's, if you need a 15 card in your extra deck, you just kind of throw this in. And then Lynx is SP Enema. I wanted to try Dark or Lina, potentially, but I don't think they would come up enough to warrant cutting any of the other cards. On to the side deck. This is kind of a little bit interesting. 3 Dark Ruler. 99% of the time, this is 1-for-1ing. Like, if your opponent is, like, I'm bringing this in against Kashtira, Rescue Ace. I'm bringing in about just about anything that's, like, not Labyrinth. Because if this is 1-for-1ing against one card that has a chance to end your turn, that's fine. Them not taking damage is fine because you're just happiness attacking and trying to get advantage off that. You don't need to kill them as long as you have just infinite advantage off that. Another card that I'm bringing in just about every time I'm going second is these. Lightning Storm is insane. Being able to deal with issues, bait negates is really nice, and Duster's just kind of Duster. Citing 3 Shifter, I was maining it for a minute because it felt really nice going like Shifter and then chaining like a Sleepy Memory. That was really cool, but I realized that it probably just isn't worth maining it because it can contribute to bad hands. Drawing it off of like Sleepy feels really bad because like you have to wait an entire turn before you're able to discard it and get like actual value off of it. 3 Di-Fi. I wanted like good cards to the Fire King matchup and stuff like that. So this can go in when you're going first or second, because if you're against Fire King and you activate this, it's really awkward for them to play and out it, even if you're going second. And obviously going first, it insulates you from hand traps. You don't really care about this going first, because it only hits monsters. It stops like Droll and Veiler, which is really nice. 2 Ghost Bell for Labyrinth. This deck does have an awkward Labyrinth matchup. And then I'm citing the 3rd Trap for going first. I think this card is... You really want to hard draw this card going first. Just another way to help you push through hand traps. If you can make like an Exi, but you don't get the extra searches and stuff, this just helps you push through boards. Like going Beauty Pass with this set feels insane because you have the negate and then you have spinbacks, and you have so much advantage for the next couple turns that it just feels unlosable at that point. I didn't want to play 3rd one at first because I thought it would contribute to bad hands, but I kind of figured that going first, if you bricked on traps, it's not like that if you weren't playing those traps, you would have more quick plays, so it's not like you were bricking on anything better. I guess maybe hand traps, but one card isn't going to make the difference between winning and losing most of the time if you just can't play going first. But yeah, other than that, not much else to say. I've been testing this deck quite a bit. It's been playing really well. I really do think that the changes I've made to the typical lists are the correct way to play the deck moving forward. And thank you all for watching. Comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe.